Hey, what's up guys? All right, so I want to make this video for both you, the owners, and then the other trainers out there that are kind of following along here with Koa. So at this point I have a pretty good relationship. Like I wouldn't worry, like I can brush him, I can touch him, I'm not worried about him biting, but I think I still need to be cautious of pressure if I'm putting it on him. So we're gonna teach the place command, and before we start this, I'm gonna find his inside working level, because up to this point it's been mainly outside, but now that I have him around the kids and everything, now that I trust him enough, we're gonna start just seeing where his thresholds are at. So I'm on 4 and I'm tapping the button. And I don't think that he feels it, so I'm gonna go up to 5, and then I'm gonna go up just a little at a time. And I think he felt that. So we got up to 14 right there before he felt it. So now I'm gonna practice taking off the leash pressure. So as he pulls, come here, good boy. I'm gonna say good boy, and then I'm gonna let up off the button once he listens to what I'm saying with the leash and the e-collar. So it's gonna be really simple. I'm gonna pull, push the button, go away, and let up, good boy. Now, I take off that pressure and it's just good boy right away. So there's no muscle here. If you notice, I'm just using a simple flat collar just to keep the conflict between me and the dog low. But I'm just gonna repeat that a couple times, kind of get him to the end of the leash, pull on it, call it good boy. And now he's listening, so I'm actually gonna turn it down. I'll go to like 11 and try it again a couple times. So I'm gonna get ready, pull the leash, and good. And he just came. Now he pulled the leash again, good. So I pushed the button as he did that right there. And this pressure release is something that he naturally speaks really well. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. So there's some awesome focus. So when I get these kind of moments, like I want to really make sure as he's trying to speak my language, I want to stop and let him win by looking at me. And then if he fixates on somebody, that's when I would step back and tell him to come to me. So we're already kind of starting on the form of a step back recall right there. And he's just looking at my son that's over there looking at us. Okay, so Emily, I'll have you follow me into this room. And I'll have you stop right there, Emily. All right, so we're gonna teach Koa the place command. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have him go onto this bed, and then, so as he pulled on the leash, I push this button, I've got it turned to 11. So for you owners, that's 11 out of 100. So it's fairly low, but I have 2 boxes. So early on in the training with some dogs, I'll like to put 2 boxes on them. Now, I'm not gonna use the e-collar to get him on the bed. I'm just gonna lead him up here. Koa, place. Come on, buddy, place. Good, good boy. So right now I'm just building vocabulary. Okay. And I don't care if he has all 4 on at this point. We're just gonna keep him working through it. I'm gonna let him itch for a second just to kind of take it at his own pace. Might even itch it for him. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Now I'm gonna point, Koa, place. I'm gonna get him back up there. Good. Now I'm gonna let him stop and hold right there. And I'm waiting for him to look at me before I release him. Okay, good, good. Now, with some dogs, as they're getting off the bed, if they started getting off, you could like step in front of them to block them. If you have a really strong dominant dog and you step in front of it, that could create enough conflict so you could get bit. So if that's the case, I would step out to the side and take him back to the bed in kind of a circular motion. Koa, place. So now I'm gonna set him up and let him, so I'm pushing the button, Koa, place. Good, good boy, yeah. So already I'm starting on the permanence of the command. So once he goes there, for him, I want him to know he's gotta stay there until I release him. Ooh, place. So I'm pushing the button, now I'm gonna guide him. Come here, buddy, place. Good. And then right as soon as I say good, I let off the button. Good boy. Sometimes it's a couple reps, place, but pretty soon he'll understand. Come on, buddy, place. Pretty soon he'll understand, like, oh, okay, like I get what this means. But once I'm able to reward it, then it will really sink in his head. And by reward, I just mean say the word okay and give him affection. So right now I'm gonna do that and it will lock it in a little more. Okay, yes, good boy. Come on, good boy. It's a kid. Yeah, good boy. So it says as I'm reading his body language, Emily, let's have you stand right there. So after I put that much pressure on him, like his paw's coming up a little bit, and it's very light on the pressure because it's not like yanking. These are very low levels on here, but just reading him when he gets that much pressure and then he raises his paw, this tells me like I don't want to work him too much more, or there can get conflict in it. Especially where he's already trying to be pretty compliant. I think he's doing awesome. Place, good boy. So I'm just gonna take it, drop it right there. Now, Emily, go ahead and back up all the way to the wall. Perfect, good job. And then if he breaks the bed and comes over to you, just keep ignoring him and look up at that corner, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want him, place, so I want him to stay there, good boy. And if you notice now, he's going back without any direction. So when I said place and push the button, he went backwards on his own. So I need to get over here and I need to be able to knock on the door. So if you look at him, I feel like he's been kind of conditioned to show aggression when somebody knocks at the door. So we're gonna start that desensitization process. So put him into place, go over, knock on the door, knock louder, and tomorrow it'll be ring the doorbell. But I wanna leave him here longer and longer. And just like this does a couple things. So first of all, when he has to go to the bed and hold it when someone comes to the house, this tells him mom and dad or whoever the owners are in charge, and you don't have to make a decision. Because right now, when someone comes to the house, he's like, I gotta make a decision. And his decisions aren't coming from a place that's gonna keep everybody safe. So until that point, you'll have to control him with a place command. So again, like we're gonna get over here, place, and I'm gonna hold down the button and I'm gonna keep it down, place, good boy, good boy. Place, so I'm pushing, good boy. And then we're just gonna work this door a couple times. Place, place, come on buddy, come on buddy. Place, good, good boy. I think part of this excitement for him also is that he thinks we're gonna go for a walk as we go out the front door. So I'm not reading that he's being like guardy, I'm reading that he's getting excited about going for a WALK. Oh, place, good boy. Place, good boy. Good job, buddy. That was so good. Okay, now on that time, I actually went to the red button with the boost, and that's what stopped him right as he was going. So he responded really well. Now from there, I want to like release him and pet him and love on him, and that'll kind of be the end of this session because he did so well with shutting off the collar that's a really good improvement for one session. So I'll leave it at that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Okay.